All right, so let's get into so we've talked about fundamentals, the balance and then stance integrity, and we talked more about that. But now we're going to talk about a proper stance. And this one, the thing about boxing technique is there's a bunch of different ways to get to the same result, and there's a bunch of different styles. So what I teach is bladed. That is it just makes most sense to me for myself, my fighters, and it probably would make the most sense for you, especially if you don't want to get hit a lot. And so when I say bladed, let me tell you what I mean. Okay, so if you can see this PVC pipe, this is our straight line, okay? So in boxing, this would be called like the center line. And imagine if this was a wall that went straight up, okay? I can show you it straight up. Boom, that would be the center line. It's what dissects your body into two different parts, okay? Boom. So when you get into your stance, whether you be orthodox or southpaw, does not matter. You want to put your lead foot on one side of the line, and you want to put your rear foot on the other side of the line. The idea is to get on the balls of your feet, but not on your tippy toes. So I'm on the balls of my feet right now. You may be able to see, may not be able to see, but there's probably my heels are probably off the ground about a centimeter. Not much more than that. If you start getting into an inch, this is where you're at. And it's going to be very, very hard to box on Michael Jackson toes. Let's not do that. Okay? So even more so, if you pay attention, when I get a little bit more comfortable in my stance, I'm going to get my toe to the line, and I'm going to get my heel to that line. Now I'm almost in, see, I have my back foot resting on that line because that just gives me my centimeter raise, and here I am, right? So that's the foot position, the lower body position. So check it out. My hips are pointed that way, okay? Right now, my shoulders are square. So this is the opposite of bladed. Square. Now, there's a lot of boxers that box this way, but it's a high risk, high reward style. And if you're a big puncher and you're super tough, it's a great style, and it's very entertaining for the fans, but it's not very good for your health. I find it to be detrimental to your health unless you somehow find a way to not get hit or minimize, everybody gets hit in boxing, to minimize the amount of times you get hit by keeping your hands up like this. If you can do that, great. But I find it more difficult, especially in the beginning stages. So what you want to do instead of having your shoulders facing straight on, you want to take your lead shoulder and bring your lead shoulder to that center line. Bam. So if you're looking here, you should see the line. You should see my shoulder right in front of the center line, right? My lead hand is here. My rear shoulder, I can't see myself in the mirror. But if you're doing this properly, if you're looking at yourself in the mirror, you shouldn't be able to see your back shoulder. If you see your back shoulder, that means that you're not bladed. You're more square. So pull your shoulder back behind you, elbows in, chin down. Lead hand is on the left side of the center line, right? On where your foot is, same place. Your rear hand is also on that right side. Boom. So your elbows are in, fist tucked in. This is a bladed boxing stance. And this is what I recommend, especially if you're just getting started in boxing and you don't want to get hit.